The Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, has banned Chinese citizens from using the overseas social media platform Twitter, while sending spies to infiltrate these overseas social media platforms. Whistleblower reveals to Congress that Chinese communist spies are hiding behind Twitter. On September 13th, the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee called a former Twitter security chief to testify. In his opening statement at the congressional hearing, Senator Grassley said a former Twitter executive disclosed that at least one Chinese communist operative had been working for Twitter.
His disclosures also note that the FBI notified Twitter of at least one Chinese agent in the country, company, I should say. Based on allegations, Twitter also suffers from a lack of data security.
Noted hacker Peter Mudge Zatko, who served as Twitter security chief until he was fired in 2021, testified at the hearing that a week before he was fired, he learned that an agent from the CCP's Ministry of State Security was on Twitter's payroll, and that the Twitter platform also had advertisements purchased by local Chinese governments.
That was a concern that was raised to me by the employees inside Twitter, who were disturbed that in a country where the service was not allowed to be used and provide a voice to the public, but that money was being accepted from organizations that may or may not be associated with the Chinese government. And I believe there was a Reuters article just a day or so ago saying that they did identify that there were governments related to China advertising on the platform, possibly in violation of Twitter's own policies.
Previously, in August, Zatko provided nearly 200 pages of information to the U.S. Congress, the Justice Department, and U.S. federal authorities. In it, it was revealed that Twitter not only hid its security vulnerabilities from outsiders, but also misled regulators. In addition, Twitter's loose management of information security makes it easy for foreign governments to use the Twitter platform to achieve their own propaganda work.
这么重要的一个舆论平台
Such an important platform for public opinion, a rallying point for anti-communists, is obviously a thorn in the side of the Chinese Communist Party, and it's a basic front for the CCP to carry out public opinion warfare and information warfare of all kinds. So the CCP must win this platform. How can it do so? The only way it can do this is to send agents and install its personnel in Twitter, using various methods to buy and use the people inside Twitter to serve them. What we know now is the so-called 1 or 2. In fact, the number of agents inside Twitter is difficult to imagine, I am afraid. It's possible that Twitter is either turning a blind eye or aiding and abetting the evildoer in disguise. Local governments buy Twitter ads in bulk. In a September 13th article, Reuters said a review of government tenders and other documents from 2020 to 2022 showed that Twitter gave local Chinese governments a special exemption from the ban on official media advertising, allowing them to buy ads in bulk to promote tourism attractions and cultural and economic achievements. Although the exemption was cancelled in March, local Communist Party authorities continued to advertise on Twitter. In an effort to compete with Google and Facebook for advertising business, Twitter's China sales team is actively courting local Chinese governments. In addition, Chinese gaming, e-commerce, and technology companies are also major customers of Twitter. During the hearing, Zatko also alleged that Twitter was unwilling to give up China, the fastest-growing overseas market for advertising revenue, and accepted money from unknown Chinese organizations, which then were able to obtain data on Chinese users from Twitter, jeopardizing the safety of Chinese users.
从大数据角度来讲
From a big data point of view, Twitter has a lot more information about individuals' privacy than people think they know. And in this case, when Twitter is under the influence of the Chinese Communist Party, it is actually a major danger to the free world and to people's freedom of speech. Media reports indicate that along with the massive purchase of Twitter ads, the CCP has also increased its efforts to arrest people who tweet dissidents. In the past 3 years, Chinese courts have sentenced dozens of Chinese citizens for using foreign platforms like Twitter to criticize state authorities.